It's been a month since I uploaded to YouTube, and to be honest, I was pretty sure I was done with YouTube. When I was 12, that was like all I ever wanted to do was be a YouTuber, and I've uploaded probably over 1,000 videos to YouTube between all the channels I've had. YouTube used to be my dream when I was younger, like 12 years old. From 12 to like 14, that's all I ever talked about in school. That's all I ever did. I wanted to be a YouTuber, and I don't know, more recently I've gotten, you know, other priorities. I spent the entire summer playing basketball.
When I first started my internship, it felt amazing. Like the hard work I'd been putting in was paying off. But as time went on, I've been getting more and more miserable, and it seems like the days are just moving faster and faster, and that all of it just doesn't matter. Who cares if I become a millionaire? Who cares if I become a, quote, bulldog? Does any of it really matter? Why? This is normal. It's normal to get to a point where you feel like you're just going through the motions, where you're just living life and it has no purpose and there's no meaning. The reason why that you're not able to succeed, to get what you need to get done, to reach that level of success that you want to reach in life, is because you decide in life, you say exactly what he said here. Who cares if I become a millionaire? Who cares if I become a bulldog? Does any of it really matter? What happens to you is, like, when you lose motivation, it's not that you just don't feel like doing something. It's that you don't think it's worth it anymore. You've tricked yourself. You don't feel that pull. It doesn't matter what your motivation level is. If there's a reward that you think is worth it enough, that is motivation, because you will do what is necessary in order to get that. People think that what happens is that they're just not motivated enough to go after their goal. No, what happens is that their brain, their mind tricks them into saying that they don't really want that goal anymore. Okay, and I'll give you a perfect example here. Have you been on a diet? I've been on a diet many times. And what happens is that when you get on this diet and you're kicking ass, you're doing your cardio, you're eating on your diet, right? Eating chicken breasts and broccoli. What ends up happening is that you want to lose weight. You want to look good. That's your goal. And then when you break your diet, when you quit, when you fail, what happens is not that you're just give in and have the temptation. It's that you actually discard the goal. And it's a trick, it's a psychological trick. You actually tell yourself that you don't want this anymore, that you don't need this, that you don't need to lose weight, that it's not that important. Who cares if you lose weight anyway? Who cares if you look good anyway? Just like he's saying here, who cares if I become a millionaire?
You feel like you're actually tapping into the real truth, and that's not true. You feel like you're seeing more. You feel like you're finally seeing a reality. There's no hope, and that things are not going to change, and all of these bad things, and you feel like, oh, what's the point of aiming for these goals? And so you don't have that motivation.
It's not the enemies that you face. It's not the challenges that you face, that something is difficult, that it's hard, it's difficult to figure out, it's strenuous. It is never that. The battle that you face is always with yourself. It's always internal. It's always the not feeling like doing it. It's always the feeling like it's not worth it. It's this trick. It's not that the actual thing is difficult. It's that you don't feel like doing it anymore, and you don't feel like it's worth it anymore. You lose the hope, right? That's what gets you. That's what defeats you. You gotta have this conversation with yourself, right? You gotta tell yourself that, look, this is coming, and you should know that this day is coming. If you embark upon something great in your life, if you try to change your life in some good way, you will encounter resistance, okay? Steven Pressfield wrote a really good book about this. It's called The War of Art. I highly, highly recommend that you read this book. The idea is that if you try to move yourself from a lower plane of existence to a higher plane of existence, anytime you try to elevate yourself, improve yourself in some way, become a bulldog, what's going to happen is you're going to battle resistance. It's this uncaring, unseeable force that comes against you. You could call it procrastination, right? But he's manifested this into this being that comes against you and wants to stop you from reaching that higher level. And you have to realize that resistance is going to come. It's going to tell you that you don't want to do this anymore, that it's not worth it anymore. This is the thing that I'm preaching to you on this channel, is to become the kind of person that can deal with this and push past this, because you will always reach this point, guys. You will always reach this point in life. You're always going to get here where you feel like this, that all of it just doesn't matter. And then you're going to say these things. You're going to say, who cares if I become a millionaire? You're going to say, who cares if I become a bulldog? Does any of it really matter? And that's where you've got to just do it anyway. That's where you've got to just be able to grind it out. Okay, I've been here so many times, but I've survived because I know how to tread water. No one flies through life without feeling this, but champions are able to overcome this, not because they don't feel it, but because they push through anyway.
Yeah, you feel these things, you process these emotions, but logically you're still there. Analytically, you're still there, and you know that this is just how you feel right now. That's really what separates the boys from the men, and that's really what determines whether or not a person is going to be ultimately successful in life, is because everyone's going to get hit. The thing that is going to set you apart, the thing that's going to make you the most successful in life, is dealing with the down. Most of the great stuff that I've ended up doing, the stuff that's benefited me the most in my life, has been the work that I did when I didn't feel like it, when I didn't have the motivation, when I just wanted to throw in the towel. But I forced myself to trudge on, step by step, because I knew that was the time that counts. And that's where you grow the most. That's where you have the most depth. And it's weird, you get into these places and these stages where you feel like you're not making any growth, you're not making any progress in life. And it can feel like that way for a long time, right? For me, this is like where I'm at right now. And I know from experience that I just have to hold the line. Just get through this point and then move on forward. And if I do that, eventually things will start clicking again. The future me, like a month from now, is going to look back at the me from now, and he's going to say, you know what, John? Damn, good job, man. You didn't lose any yardage. Good job.
What was it? About 9 months ago, I actually quit YouTube. Like, I'd been doing it for about 2 years. I had a couple hundred videos. I had about 1,000 subscribers, and I just wasn't having fun. And it was during basketball season, so I didn't have much free time. And so I just quit. I didn't upload for, it was like 45 days straight. I didn't even go on YouTube for like 4 weeks straight. And then 8 months ago, I read those comments, and I decided I was going to start doing YouTube. But I decided this time I wasn't going to stop. I was going to upload daily. I was going to stay motivated. And like in the past 8 months, I've literally uploaded like 5 videos a week, 5 videos every week or something crazy like that. And it worked out. And 9,999, 10,000. Oh,
Boom. Look at that bad boy.
999, 200,000. Woo!
$1 billion, and whichever one of them I find last keeps it. I recreated every single set from Squid Game in real life. I recreated Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in real life. And
make sure you have this video saved somewhere so you can rewatch it and remind yourself whenever you feel unmotivated. The other way our brain tricks us and screws us up is by thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. Once I fill in the blank, then I'll be happy. Check this video out to find out how that's not the case at all. Even male porn stars can hate going to work sometimes. I'll see you over there.